straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
You look at this Eagle defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Mahomes going to throw. This ball deep for Tony. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Mahomes now to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll swing this out to Tony. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
They give this one to their receiver, Watkins.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice
from 21 yards away.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0.
Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The man in motion is Brown.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hurts.
the 34-yard line.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he... The 50. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Motion left, Smith. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
48-yard line.
And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Eagles at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
That's good for Eagles. First and 10 at the
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. Touchdown, Eagles. Elijah Mitchell, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A first down carry for Henry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, Caleb Farley there on the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a give right side Swift. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
46-yard line.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. First down now, but that clock rolling.
5-yard gain on the play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hey, let's go.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs.
And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On second down, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They thought they got him not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
Now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I understand he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 40-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, Silver. Hey, 73.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
Out to his left. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Swift again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Mahomes. Finding Kelsey.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown out in the backfield.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. To Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Mahomes.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes.
he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
That ball caught. It's Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout. Mahomes will throw.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Keely Ringo puts it off.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Philadelphia,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.